Pete. Let's talk about gas airplanes. This is the 26% 73-inch Aerobeez Yak-54. We're going to talk a little bit about a couple of things which goes into a gas airplane that I think a lot of people that are transitioning from electrics to gasoline airplanes are, I guess you can say, afraid of. So we're going to clear up a couple of things here and make this really simple for you. First of all, this is the, again, 26% Aerobeez Yak-54. We have this outfitted pretty much right now with a DLE-30. And you can actually opt to go with the DLE-35 RAs right now if you choose to. That motor makes a lot of power, but right now the DLE-30 on this exact Yak-54 actually does it just fine. We're flying it on a 19x8 Zor propeller, and this airplane, the all-up flying weight comes in right around 10.5 pounds to 11.5 pounds, depending on what your outfit is. Right now, this is completely set up with all the terminal hardware and electronics and everything that's available at Aerobeez. We're using all the Miracle hardware with the Miracle arms here, Miracle switch with the fuel dot, and these hardware actually just matches up perfect with this airplane. We're using 1.5 inches on the control surfaces and then a 3.5 inch Miracle pull arm on the rudder servo. So the servos right now, which you guys can opt to choose, there's a lot of different ones you guys can have to choose from. We're using the XQ servos, and these are the XQ S411 3Ds, and they're digital coreless servos. They're available at Aerobeez as well, and they're extremely strong, and I love them because they center very, very well, and the torque is absolutely amazing too. I think this is running on HV, running on straight 7.4 volt 2S LiPo, and I think it's around 201 ounces of torque here. Again, this is building wise very simple. This entire kit, when you pick it up, all the hardware is included, the hinges, the push rods, everything's included. The actual fuel tank is plumbed already, and it's already pretty much ready for you to just hook up your fuel line and then run into your motor here. You can hear some gas airplanes starting up behind me here. The hinges here are all pre-glued. The only hinge on this particular airplane you're going to have to glue is your rudder, and that's pretty much it. This is available in two different colors. This is the green one, and it shows up extremely well in the air, and we do have a red, black, and silver one available as well. This are carbon, and you can choose to actually install the wheel spats or not. If you fly predominantly on a gravel or grass runway, you can take the spats off, but I don't see them hindering anything at all. And you know, with the prices of nitromethane fuel, gasoline now, the engines are getting smaller and smaller, and you know, compared to $30 a gallon with nitromethane, we're talking about gasoline right now about, you know, $4 a gallon, and you can fly this thing for like 15, 16 minutes on this gas tank. The flight character of this is going to be on your sport aerobatic to mild 3D. I wouldn't call this an exact hardcore 3D airplane, although it can do it, and depending on the pilot. I just really like flying really nice lines with this airplane. Tracks very straight, looks good in the air, and just flies like a big trainer. The bigger they are, the better they fly, I guess you can say it. Definitely, if you pick this up, I would use about 80% expo on the elevator and the rudder, and about 65% expo on the ailerons. So this is from Aerobeez. Beautiful Yak-54, and I'm excited. All right, we're going to fire up the DLE-30 on this 26% Yak-54 here, and I'll show you a couple of tricks here. On a cold motor, usually I'll push the choke in, and then I'll go to full throttle, make sure your ignition is off, and then I prime it a few times just like this. Get the fuel to go in there, and then we're going to leave the choke in. We're going to lower the throttle. We're going to crack it just a little bit here. Be careful, stand clear. We have it strapped down. Best if you have somebody hanging on to it for you. So here we go. We're going to turn on the ignition. Choke is in. We're going to fling her until she pops here. So let's go. Oh, she already popped. So now we get the choke. Turn it. Choke off. Grab your transmitter and stand clear of the propeller.